Noob playing poker for the noobs. Gotta bring a growth mindset, positive attitude. I'm here for beginners every single weekday. Ask me questions if you wanna learn some more now as I play. Clockwise round the table is direction of the play. The dealer button to the left, they've gotta pay. Everyone else, they can raise more chips or fold. Once somebody does, you can call to match the bet they told. 3 cards come on the table with 2 left to come in. Gotta match your cards to make the best 5-card hand to win. If no one bets and you check, you don't pay, but you don't earn. Type !beginner in the chat to learn. 2 more cards, 2 more rounds. If you see your chance, take it. At the end, you show your hand to win or fake it till you make it. I'm a noob playing poker for the noobs. Gonna bring a growth mindset, positive attitude. I'm here for beginners every single weekday. Ask me questions if you want to learn some more now as I play. Welcome everyone! This week we are doing from the ground up beginner lessons from ground zero for poker players. So if you've just stumbled across my stream and you're a random gamer on Twitch, welcome. This stream's for you. I'm here to motivate and inspire gamers on Twitch to try poker, the game of math, money, and mindset. Yesterday, I taught the hand ranking specifically. You can catch my video on demand, my VOD, to catch up if you need it. But really, you can Google up the hand rankings and follow along with me. Fun fact I didn't know when I was learning poker, is that you can have a cheat sheet of the hand rankings at all times, and nobody's going to get you in trouble for that. In fact, they'll be happy that there's a beginner at the table. So come follow along with me. Today, I'm going to be teaching about the moves that we have in poker, namely betting, raising, calling, re-raising, checking, folding, all those cool things. And I'm also going to be talking about what kinds of hands poker players like to play. When I was a beginner, I couldn't tell the difference between betting and raising. I'm double fisting the beverages today. I got Coke Zero, and then I've got tea as usual. This stream is sponsored by nerdteas.ca. You can go ahead and get 15% off at checkout if you use the code QUEEN. Okay, let's talk a little bit about how to play this game of poker, okay? The first thing that you should know is that when you are the one starting the hand, you look down at your hidden secret hole cards and you're like, ooh, I like these. These are nice. These are tasty. This one's my favorite. Well, then you should raise if you're the first one in most situations in poker. So this is hard for newbies to understand because it's really tempting to just match the blind bet. That's the bet that is put in every hand before anyone even sees their cards. 2 people have to pay blind bets, and it's tempting to just match that big blind so that you can see what happens at the community cards. But if it's not good enough to raise, it's not good enough to play. Why do we raise? It's to disguise the strength of our hand. Now, let me show you first what kinds of hands I'm talking about in poker. What kinds of hands do poker players like to play? Well, here we go. Oh, why isn't this show? Oh, there we go. Microsoft Teams is like trying to hijack my computer. I hate it so much. Anyway, so there's 3 categories of hands that poker players like to have in their secret hole cards. The first one is pairs. So if we got a pair of kings, we're super happy. We're going to want to raise that pair of kings for value, right? Because that could potentially win. A pair is a hand that can win. It's on the hand rankings. Go ahead and Google those if you need them. Then the next kind of thing that poker players like to play is just having 2 high cards. So like a king and a jack, those are both high cards. And when I was first playing poker, somebody told me only play cards that add up to 20 or 21. So yeah, this one would technically add up to 20 or 21, but it also eliminates the ability to play the other brand of cards that we like to play, which is pairs. So even a pair of 3s, which wouldn't add up to 21, this is a kind of hand that we would play, right? Because it's still a pair. The third category of hand that we like to play is a little trickier. It's called suited connectors. So those are cards that are next to each other in rank, like the 7, 8, but it could also be 8, 9, and they're the same suit. It doesn't matter which of the 4 suits it is, but it's good when it's the same, because then it's more likely, slightly more likely, mind you, that you could get a flush by the end. If you don't remember what a flush is 5 cards, all of the same suit. Doesn't matter what order they're in particularly. Okay, so those are the 3 categories of hands. Now, let's talk a little bit more detailed about that. So, shoop-shadoop. This is a hand matrix right here. This shows poker players what kinds of hands they like to play. If you look down diagonally, you'll see these are all the pairs. Let me get my mouse highlighter. This is going to be a lot easier than just like pretending you can see what I'm pointing at. Still hard to see. Anyway, there's a pairs right down diagonally. Above the pairs, there's a little S by everything. That means suited. So like ace, jack suited could be like an ace of hearts, jack of hearts, for example, or an ace of spades, jack of spades. Down below, the O is offsuit, right? So that means it could be any of 2 suits as long as they're different. So this K4O is like a king of hearts, 4 of spades, right? So this hand matrix is how poker players kind of start learning how to play what cards they're wanting to play. And it matters what position they are at the table. This is supposed to represent all the seats at the table. And when I click on this, we're going to start seeing some little letters by it. These are the names of the different positions at the table because it matters. First thing that is more important to notice is that there is a little white D here. That represents the dealer button. Now, if you were playing with me around my kitchen table, then you would literally be dealing the cards. But at a casino or online, obviously you're not the one dealing the cards, so it's signified by the button. This is important for 2 reasons. Number 1, it tells you who needs to pay the blind bets. That dealer button's going to move clockwise around the table, so we all get a turn to pay the small blind and the big blind. That's small blind, SB, big blind, BB. Then the second important reason is that you need to know when you're on the button because that's the best place at the table to be. Statistically, you're going to win the most chips in the entirety of your poker lifetime when you're sitting right here with the dealer button in front of you. So have gladness in your heart whenever that thing is in front of you. Here's the other positions. In general, there's early positions. So this is EP for early position. This is middle position and middle position 2. Yeah, real creative, guys. This is the hijack because it hijacks this guy from being able to be the first one to raise. Remember I told you should raise or fold if you start out the hand. So if these 2 folded and you're here in the hijack, if you raise, you're hijacking this guy's opportunity to be the first person to raise. But if you don't, if you fold, this guy is the cutoff because if he raises, if everyone else here folds and he raises, well then he's cut off the button's attempt to be the first one to raise. And then there's the button, best place to be at the table. Okay, so now we've got the idea. Now let's look back at this hand matrix. This shows you what kinds of hands you're going to play from early position. So you're only going to play the cream of the crop hands, these high cards that are suited, all these pairs here, but maybe not even 4s and 3s and 2s most of the time. I think my rescue dog is getting into something. Hold on, let me go stop him. I heard plates. I shouldn't be hearing plates. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble. No. Stay out of trouble. That's right. I sent the big mean cat to babysit him. We have a big mean kitty who likes to beat him up when he's being bad, so now he knows. Now he knows the big mean kitty is on the case. All right, back to the positions. So we're playing those pairs. We're playing some of these suited connectors, but only the best ones, like 10-9 suited. And we're playing those high cards, like the ace-jack suited. Even ace-queen, offsuit. Later on though, when you're in that amazing position, the button, notice how many more hands you can play. Remember, these are raise or fold. You're not just going to be calling the big blind. And I'm going to show you examples of this next, but I'm going to show you one more tool. This, by the way, is Range Trainer Pro. And you can definitely get a cheaper version of Range Trainer Pro by using the link in the chat. I need to fix that Nightbot, honestly. Since I've only got one viewer, I might as well go ahead and fix it right now, because that link, it's not working correctly. And I need to go ahead and put a slash in it. Slash! Let's slash it. Let's go ahead and put a slash, I think, before the question mark. Let's try that. Ranges. Yay, we fixed it. Okay, anyway. This is another tool called Philoptimal. And Philoptimal is really good for if you're going to play multi-table tournaments. So multi-table tournaments are tournaments where you play down to a single winner, and often there's like hundreds of people playing. So there's lots of different tables that kind of consolidate into one final table. Now this one, you can really see some of these different hands that you're playing on the button. The fun thing about Range Trainer Pro is about Philoptimal. Range Trainer Pro is cool because it helps you memorize the ranges. Philoptimal is cool because it helps you figure out what to do if someone else has done something. So let's say you're sitting on the button. You love being there because you know that's the place where you make the most chips, so statistically over your poker lifetime. But let's say somebody in the hijack has hijacked your attempt to raise first. What do you do? Well, Philoptimal will tell you what to do. The green means that you're going to re-raise the person. You're going to increase the price of the bet. The blue means that you're just going to call the bet. You're just going to match the size. And the gray means that you're going to fold. You're going to give up. So you're going to play way less hands if somebody raises in front of you. Let's clear actions so that you can see the normal button range. See how much stuff around the edges we just decided not to play? Absolutely. Hey, hello, Love to Write. Hi. Nice to see you. Welcome to my stream. I'm going to be playing some poker games and teaching a little bit about the game and trying to keep my rescue dog out of trouble. He's like wandering around looking for stuff to eat. So hold on, let me give him some food and a chew toy. Ba 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 ba. Nipper, what you doing? What are you up to? He chased me up the stairs. He's like, hey, let's go play. I'm like, I'm streaming, bro, but you can have a chew toy. All right, let me give you some examples of how we play poker. Now remember, when we first enter the hand, a lot of the time we're going to want to raise or fold. Why is that? Because you can disguise the strength of your hand. Thank you. Thanks. Yes, I'm the only person on Twitch who's truly streaming poker for absolute beginners, because I want like random gamers who are just surfing through Twitch to fall in love with this amazing game, right? Okay, so let's talk about the difference between betting and raising, because I was really bad at understanding that when I was first beginning poker. So many people tell me, I don't even know what those words mean, right? Right? There's so much terminology in poker, so I'm going to do what I can to define the terms when I come across them. Okay, beginners, let's get to it. Let's show you what this is all about. So here we are at this poker table. I'm in the big blind, so I'm paying one big blind. That person's in a small blind, so they're playing half a big blind. but they decided to raise a little, or not to raise. See, I'm already screwing up. They decided to call. My brain is gone. Oh, I got to tell you a story. This morning, I got up and my next door neighbor said good morning, and I was prepared for this. So I said good morning, and then she said, you're an early riser, and I went, because I wasn't prepared for that. All right, so here we are at the end. My ace plus the 1 on the board, my 9 plus the 1 on the board makes 2 pair, but it's potential to have a straight here as well. I am going to bet though, because he does have a lot of ace that he's matching with an ace on the board as well. Okay, so here we are. We are in the small blind, right? So we have already paid a little bit. This time we're going to raise. So that's where we're increasing the price of the bet so that we can stay in the hand and so that we can challenge our opponent here. Now we're going to fold because he decided to re-raise me. That was another raise. Anytime you increase the price of a bet, you're raising. So here I am raising the price of the big blind. Okay, we have 7 blank, 9, 10, jack. That would be a straight if we get our extra card here. So we're betting another time, hoping to get our card or make our opponent fold. Our opponent didn't fold. Ooh, and another situation came here. We have a lot going on that he could potentially have, but I'm gonna bluff it. Because I thought I could make a king fold there. Yells! Let's see if I can get my mouse highlighter to work. It's being all sketchy on this monitor. Yeah, it like disappears. There we go. There we go. Alright. We're going to go all in here with our ace-jack offsuit. That means we put all our chips in the center, challenging him. He decided to call, and then there we go. Hey! Well, he's getting excited about it as well. Okay, so we're going to just call the big blind now. Normally that's not strategically good when there's more than just 2 people at the table playing, but it's okay here. So he's already paid the big blind now. I don't have to put any more in, so I'm gonna just check. This mouse highlighter is being super sketch today, so I gotta just close it. All right, he's gonna bet on me. That means we're gonna fold. We give up our interest in the hand when we fold. All the chips that we've already invested in the hand. It's kind of like dumping a really bad boyfriend that you've been with for like 2 years. So you've invested a lot of time and energy into this guy, but it's just not worth it. It's like that. See, we folded. We dumped that guy. We dumped that guy. He wasn't serving our best interests. All right. Now we're just calling the big blind again, so we can proceed in the hand. This is a paired board. These ones are really good for me to stab because unless he has a 4 or a jack or a pair in his hand or something, he's gonna have to fold. There's a couple ways you can win the hand, right? You can win the hand by having the best hand, or you could win the hand by getting your opponent to fold, like that guy did by raising my call. All right, we gonna fold. So now we have an ace and a 2 that are suited. We're going to just call the big blind, but we would call a small raise too. So my 2 plus the 1 on the board makes a pair of 2s. Yeah. All right. We're just calling with hands like these. See, he raised my call, which is a good move because I'm going to have to fold a lot. I'm going to have to give up. We're going to give him an orange shirt for those smart, aggressive moves. Absolutely. Now I'm going to raise because I like my 9s. And we're going to call because we have a pair and also we have a straight draw, right? But if he bets here, he might ruin our odds to continue with our draw. See, I'd have to call 5.5 to win, 14 plus the 5.5 plus the 5.5. And with third pair and just one card that I need, that's not going to work out so great. That's not going to work out. We have to give up. Okay, so now he has raised us, so we can call to match to proceed in the hand. Then I'm going to check and not put any more chips in, because we want to see what this guy does first. If we bet whenever we have it, and we don't when we don't, we're playing two face up. My coach said it's like you're writing with a big Sharpie marker right on the table what you have. You want to disguise the strength of your hand. So he raised me after I called. And we've got Queen Jack, but we'd need 10-9 to get 8-7. That's called a backdoor draw to a straight, and it's not good enough to call here. Sometimes it's good enough to raise, but not when he already raised pre-flop. Pre-flop means before the community cards come out on the board. It's an important part of the hand. This one I probably could have raised as kind of a bluffy raise, but since I didn't, I'm going to fold it. Bluffing starts before the flop. Yes, and often continues after. So now we're just going to call the big blind. And this is one of those paired boards. Even though I don't have anything, it's good for me to put a bet there, because unless he had a queen, an 8, or a straight draw, or a pair in his hand, he had to fold, right? Another paired board. Now he's the one who it would be good to bet here. And for me, sometimes I might raise boards like these, but not this one. I'd want a little more of what we call equity, or chance to win the hand percentage-wise before I do that. I'm going to yeet chips in with this pair, though. See how valuable pairs are in these spin and go style games? These are really quick tournaments. This one I could either raise, or I could call, or I could go all in. This guy likes to raise, so I'm going to go ahead and make just a call. He's going to raise, and then I'm going to yeet chips. It's a trick! It's a trap! We love tricking our opponents in poker. Now look at this. All 3 spades. So that means that there's a draw to a spade flush. Flush is when you have all 5 cards at the same suit. You check here. Baba, he's giving it a think. I don't think he has a spade. He's a little nervous about it. So 3, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 3 into 18. And we've got about 18% equity to win, plus the king. I'm going to give it a call because it is a small bet. And now we have our king high flush. We're going to make a bet on the river. We're only scared of the ace or of maybe a straight flush. He showed that he didn't have anything. We knew you didn't have anything, bruh. Okay, I'm going to do the limp again with the ace king so that we can call when he throws it all in. Yeah, y'all. Oh, see, things can change. He managed to get a straight with his hand. So now we got to battle him right back down. Such is life. It's okay. We're going to call. So we just matched the bet to proceed. And now we have a draw to a straight, because an ace can be a low straight as well. Ace, deuce, tray, 4, 5 can also be a straight. Make another call here. And check it down with our pair of 5s. Ooh, he had 2 pair. He thought he was going to trick me into betting on that river. No, sir. Yeet. Let's yeet some chips. Let's go. This guy's from Germany. Gotta try to trick the Germans. Oh, it's pair versus a couple of overcards. That's what we call a flip. But it wasn't lucky for him because I got a third 3 on the flop for 3 of a kind 3s. And I think I'm going to probably yeet some more chips here. Yeet! So now he's yeeting chips at me. We've got a king and a 3. We're going to make the call. Good luck, us. He's got a king, but he's got a better kicker. That's the unpaired card that's used as a tiebreaker. So he makes it. All right, now we're down a little bit, but that's okay. We never want to give up. And, I don't really like this flop, really. I don't like it. I didn't want to invest any more chips in that. That's like when you're dating a guy and you get like a bad vibe on the first date. I don't know. Anybody here tried Tinder? It's kind of a nightmare out there. Yeet! Let's eat some chips. All right. We've got some more hands we can eat chips with. He's going to call with, oh, his pair of jacks. That's pretty nice. He's very likely to win this one. GG, my friendo. GG. That's okay. We can spin up another game. Hi again, Amaranth1912. So nice to see you. I'm saying hi in chat too because I do have a delay because I do play for real money. Welcome back. We are talking today about betting and raising in poker and what we call ranges, which means the range of hands that we like to play when we're at a poker table. So here we go. The first bets are in. These are the blind bets. Before anybody even saw their cards, they had to make those blind bets. Did you know that Microsoft Teams just keeps trying to like hijack my computer today? It's like awful. I don't like you, Microsoft Teams. I'm giving up my interest in that hand because that was terrible. It was terrible. Oh my goodness. I'm going to fold this one as well. So he raised to disguise the strength of his hand. He could definitely raise with one of these cards, so it's good for him to bet. He chose not to, though, so now this guy made a tiny wimpy bet, as if maybe he has a 10 or something. Or a jack. They had to split it. Sometimes two players will have the same best 5-card hand, and they gotta split. I'm a banana, we gotta split. Ooh, this guy just called from the button. That's not a good move. That's a fishy move, so we're gonna do a fish alert. It's a fish alert, a fish alert, a fish alert. A terrible death that I, a terrible death that I, a terrible death, a terrible death, a terrible death that I. It's a fish alert, a fish alert, a fish alert. Then we're going to bet this draw. And we're going to put the fish alert in chat for all my fishies. Yeah. What's up, my fishes? All right. Now we're in the small blind versus big blind. So we've already paid a little bit. We're going to pay a little more. We're going to raise to disguise the strength of our hand. 8, 9, 10, blank, queen. My kingdom for a jack. And we're going to bet again. Maybe we can get a queen or a 10 to fold on the turn. We got our jack, but a flush also completed here. I'm going to bet small so that maybe a king will call here. He's going to raise. That's kind of death, but it's so small I have to call. Oof. Yeah, he had it better. He had it better. All right. Sometimes you get yourself in a situation where mathematically it's right to call, even if it's kind of like, gross. River raises are usually death, though. If you fold every single time to someone raising you on the river, you won't be making that big a mistake. It's probably a good idea a lot of the time. So now I have a very short stack, so my only smart raise size is all in. Yeet! There's just no, it doesn't make sense to raise like 2 big blinds and then only have like 3 or 4 big blinds behind you, because then you can't build a pot, you can't scare anyone out of a pot, so your only move gets to be all in when you get really short stacked. Let's see if I can get my mouse highlighter to work again. Yes, it's working so far. We'll see. We shall see, my friendos. These guys are not that interested in their hand here. That guy took it down. Yay, we've got a decent hand here. Let's yeet some chips because we are short, right? So our only smart bet size is all in. So far, so good. Oh, it was a close one, though. He could have potentially gotten a flush there. I lucked out. That was not skill. That was luck, my friends. Okay, so now we're going to raise to disguise the strength of this hand. I don't love this flop, though. I'm going to check and probably fold a few bets. Especially that big bet. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Love to Ride. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yay! New poker friendo. Hope you're having a good day. It's Tuesday today. This week is just kind of running past me really fast. There's a lot going on this week for me. All right, so they just called my big blind, so I don't have to put in any more chips. I'm just going to check. Now my king plus the 1 on the board makes top pair. Now nobody's showing interest in this hand. I'm very short, so I'm going to yeet some chips. And he didn't want to gamble with his flush draw. That's fine. Ooh, now we're in kind of like a weird situation. I'm tempted to call, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to because this guy also likes calling. It was good for me not to call. It was good. It was good. Now we're going to fold. Notice that when we're on the button, we fold a lot. And that's because in these spin and go games where there's only 3 people, that's the only position at which you're not paying money every single hand, right? In the blinds, you're already paying some money, so you got to consider that investment as well. Doesn't necessarily mean you need to chase a bad investment. We are going to raise here, but we can fold if he re-raised us. Now this is a flop that has stuff that I might have raised with, so I'm going to bet it. Woo! And now we have a draw. I probably should have gone on all in here because that was kind of like a weird size. Weird size. It didn't really work out so great. It would have been a better spot for an all-in on that turn. I'm going to yeet chips with this one. Yeet! My friend with his also very short stack is going to call. So far, so good for him. I'm still alive, though. My tiny stack is still alive. All right, let's go. Guy with the tiny stack and me with the even tinier. Oh, he didn't want to let's go. So now we have suited connectors. This is an example of the cards that are next to each other in rank and of the same suit. So we're going to have to yeet our chips in with this as well. Ooh, he got his king, but oh, flush time. See, that's why suited hands are so much more valuable than offsuit ones in these kind of situations. Also, you might think, oh, it sucks if he has an ace, but it does mean that the 8 and the 9 are usually live, meaning in the deck still, with the kinds of hands that dudes call with. All right, time to yeet some more chips with a random ace. He's calling. Good luck, me. Uh-oh, he might be the one getting the flush here. No, we managed to take it down. Now we're even stacked. That's all right. It's ups and downs here. It's ups and downs. So we're just matching. That's a call. And my 7 plus the 1 on the board makes a pair of 7s. Plus those paired boards are good to bet even if I didn't have anything, right? And let's do another call. But if he raises, we're going to fold. Always have a plan if you're going to do a call. What are you going to do if someone raises you? It's silly to be surprised by a raise if the only options for him are to raise or check or fold. Go little threes. They were doing pretty nice. Threes have been lucky for me today. Look at how cruddy this hand is, but I have to be in with it because he's all in. It's still 1. Yay! G, 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 G. G, 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 G. G, 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 G. Let's do another one, you guys. So today, we're talking about betting and raising. The difference between those actions and calling in poker, as well as what kinds of hands we like to play. See, look, these are suited connectors. 5 and 4 are next to each other in rank and the same suit. So we're calling. Now we're going to check. We're not going to put any more chips in. And if he bets, which he should, oh, he doesn't bet. Doesn't mean we're going to start betting with just random hands though here. We're going to check and then fold that hand. Okay, so now we're in the small blind. We've already paid half of a big blind. So we're going to raise to disguise the strength of our hand. Now we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? My kingdom for an 8. We're going to bet this one. He's going to raise. Interesting. We do call that raise, but we're going to tag him because he's acting funky with very large bets. That's always interesting to take note of. So we can maybe take advantage of him later like we did with that German. With the German. He's from the UK. This guy is from Russia. Russia. Have to be careful with these guys. Ooh. We have a lot of Russians and Brazilians who play spin and go style games here on the PokerStars. We're folding here. He's making bigger raises, which tells me that he might not be familiar with playing spin and go style games. Doesn't mean he can't win this one, but it means that the strategy he's using is not sustainable in these spin and go games for winning over the long haul. And poker is like a winning over the long haul game, definitely. You have to play these spin and go games. Like if you want to know whether you're actually even a winning poker player, you got to play over 3,000 games just to even know whether it's just luck or not. All right, good luck. Oh, it's not great that he has 9s. Oh, but we hit the ace. Good luck. I lucked out. I'm still alive. So the blinds are increasing, which means the purchasing power of my big blinds here has decreased. Now these aren't exactly suited connectors, but they are suited and they have a gap, suited one gapper. I hate this flop though. I'm going to check fold again. Check fold. Now I have the option to either raise, go all in, or fold here. I'm going to raise because this guy's crazy. Sometimes he'll go crazy with it. We've got a pretty good ace. Our ace plus the 1 on the board makes a pair of aces. Plus we have a good kicker. We have a good unpaired card in our hand. They can be used as a tiebreaker if someone else has an ace. Woo! They can't both have the other ace, right? Because there's only one more in the deck now. I'm going to raise you guys. I'm not going all in because I'm not in a hurry to go all in. I'm happy to go all in by the end of this hand. But I didn't want the club flush to get there. No, no, no. Nay, nay, nay. Okay, so he is all in on us. We can't call with this silly hand. It's off suit, right? Meaning they're two different suits. Not valuable in this context. Pairs are, though. This guy is losing, but not because he made a stupid decision. That's the cool thing about poker. Sometimes you can do everything right and still lose. I know that doesn't sound like a cool thing, but it kind of is, you know, because it's kind of like life. All right, I'm checking, not putting any more chips in. But if he bets, I am going to call because I do have a pair. Woo, nice. Now I have improved to a full house. He's not into it. We're going to bet big, though, just in case he wants to think I'm just bluffing. Nay, nay, nay. So we're just going to call. If he raises, though, we'll fold. Now my 5 plus the 1 on the board makes a pair of 5s. I'm not going to shovel chips in, though. I'm going to make a check. And check again. Now it's 3rd pair. Now it's 4th pair. We're checking it all the way down. He was being super careful there. Super careful. All right, we're not putting any more chips in here. We're just checking. You can't check, though, if you've been challenged by a bet. Again, we have a pair of 5s with the one on the board. I'm checking again. And we'll see if we can check down these 5s. He's like, where is she getting all these 5s? Is it 5 for 1 special or a 1 for 5 special? All right, we're gonna bet here. He makes the fold. So he's raised here, trying to indicate that he has a strong hand. I have something that's not even good enough to call with. I'm gonna make a lot of folds in these scenarios. Now I am just calling here, but if he raises a small amount, I will call that. Now my 9 plus the one on the board makes a pair of 9s. Since he called, he could definitely have an ace, especially with the raised pre-flop, so I don't want to shovel any more chips in. He's gonna go for it. Again, not one that I can call with necessarily. All right, we got a 10 and 2. Like on the steering wheel. And now I'm going to bet this paired board, unless he has a 4 or a 3 or, you know, a draw. He probably shouldn't have been calling there. He's going to face a lot of bets on the turn from me if he does. Yes, the turn is the next community card that comes out after the flop. So we folded there. We gave up our interest in the hand. So here are some connected cards. They're not suited though. So we're going to just call. There's the flop. 3 diamonds on it. We say, do you have a diamond? He says, no. We say, go fish. Go fish. Go fish, my fishes. All right. Another call here, but we would also call a raise. Another paired board. Excellent for us to bet on. And there's a jack here. He's going to bet out as if he has something. We're going to let it go. So now he is min-raising to disguise the strength of his hand. We're calling, and then we're checking, right? Because if we bet when we have something, check when we don't, we're playing 2 face up. I'm going to make a smaller bet because I'm not in a hurry to get all in, but I'm glad to go all in by the end. Not in a hurry, though, because it doesn't matter. All right, we're going to just call this one. And then stab the flop. You'll notice this pattern happens a lot. This kind of like bet and then bet on the flop. It's kind of like treading water until you find your good hands. I think of it like treading water in poker. You're both people are looking for good spots. I'm yeeting some chips in here. Good luck, me. Yeet. He's thinking about it. He is thinking. He's giving it a good long think. Nope, he doesn't want to deal with it. But he was waiting till the blinds go up because he's scared of me. Scared! This one's a good yeetable hand as well. We'll see if he's going to make a bet. He's going to be really delaying this. He's trying to wait out the clock so that the blinds increase more and more and I go away. Because he feels uncomfortable playing post-flop. Oh, we have the same hand. Nice hand, us. Nice hand, us. So funny. So funny. Yeet. Doing a lot of yeeting of chips here because we're very short. Definitely not calling silly raises like that. No, sir. Yeet. He's waiting for his magic hand. Waiting for a magic hand. We're just gonna limp this one. And then we've got 3 of a kind on this flop. Do. Okay, so this time he's the one just calling, or limping as we call it. We're gonna check, so we're not putting any more chips in. Then we'll check. Well, actually, I'm going to lead out here because it is a paired board. And it freaks people out. You want to freak them out. It's good. It's good for the soul. It's good for the soul to freak out your opponents. He's being careful because he knows we're grinding him down. Yeet. Oh, he made the call. He's got an ace-10. It's not looking good for me. Good luck me. Oh! That's called a suck out in poker, where they have the better hand pre-flop, and then you suck out or kind of win by the end with a magical occurrence like that. Yay, we won another one. Let's play another. Let's play another. Let's play another one. Yo. All right, another game. Hello and welcome. If you just joined me, I'm here to motivate and inspire gamers on Twitch to try poker, the game of math, money, and mindset. And today we're talking about the difference between betting, raising, and calling. So this guy called the blind bets that was put in. That makes him a fish. A fish, a fish, a fishy. Oh. And checking means we're not putting any more chips in. We're just... Nope, it's a pass. You can only check if you haven't been challenged by a bet. So now I can't check again. This guy made a bet. I'm going to fold. I'm going to give up my interest in that hand. So in these spin and go games, ooh, this guy did the limp as well. He just called the big blind. In these spin and go games, the ace-10 is way more valuable than in other styles of game. Woo! Why is that? Because we have so few big blinds left, and the blinds keep increasing, which is like inflation. It gives the purchasing power of our chips goes down every 3 minutes. So you can't just sit around and wait for the best kind of hands to come along. You have to value some hands like ace-10, offsuit. Ooh, boy, being a little passive here. Dream opponents. So now we've already paid the big blind, and then this guy decided to just call the blind instead of raising it. So we're going to yeet some chips back at him. He has signified weakness. Another hand that we find very valuable. I'm yeeting the chips because I've been doing this a lot, and it's probably driving them crazy. All right, we're gonna raise this one on the button. So we're disguising the strength of our hand because we would raise this ace-10, we would raise a 4-5 suited. He's gonna re-raise us on this flop. See, or he's gonna raise us on this flop. We bet, he raised. He's gonna bet and he raised. I'm misspeaking too because I'm just so tired today. My language has not been with me. When my sweetheart was leaving the house too, he was just like trying to tell me something about dinner tomorrow. And I was like, today? And he was like, no, tomorrow. And then he talked some more about it. And I'm like, are we still talking about tomorrow? He's like, yeah. 8, 9, 10, blank, queen, my kingdom for jack. We're gonna have to bluff this one. Bluff-a-rooney. Oh, darn. He called with a king. That was kind of an interesting call on his part because there was a flush on the board. But, you know, you can't win them all. You gotta still try bluffing even when you lose them sometimes. Do. All right, this guy is going to raise me or increase the size of the bet. So I'm going to call. I'm going to match it to proceed in the hand. Not a great flop for either of us, but it looks like a good flop for my position. Calling along with random stuff. Oh, now we're going to give up though. Oh, we have a pair of queens. Good luck us. Yeah, I'm just checking it with that flush on the board this time. This time. So it would suck to get raised with that really bad kicker. Remember, a kicker is the highest unpaired card in your hand. So like I'm holding this queen 5. If there was a queen on the flop, the 5 would often be a kicker. Ooh, all 3 threes. The 3s are speaking to me today. It's like a message. Angel numbers from the divine. 3s, man. I'm drinking some tea from nerdteas.ca. I'm drinking Niagara ice wine flavored tea. So they use the like used grape detritus, I guess, from making wine, and they put it in the tea. So it's not like gross sweet fruity, but it's like a little fruity. It's kind of nice. So my 7 plus the 1 on the board makes a pair of 7s. He's super thinking about it. So we're gonna make a bet. We're like, yes, we have top pair, my friendo. He's got to give it a think as to whether he can call, raise, or fold. Those are his options. He decides to make a raise. I'm gonna call with my top pair, but I gotta be careful on this turn. Oh, it's tempting. I do have the redraw. Let's see. I'm gonna have to call. It's a crazy one. Oh, yeah, y'all. We had so many draws going on that we made it. And guy with his kings did not. It was a bit of a gamble, though. That was luck as well. Okay, we're just gonna call. He's all in. No thanks. This isn't a stick-up guy. All right, so now he is raising to disguise the strength of his hand. I'm going to fold this one. All right, we have jacks. We're going to raise. So we're the first one in. We're going to call his all in. What's he doing that with? Just a random ace. He gets his random ace. Woo! Lucky guy that. We're going to give him a purple shirt, though, for doing the all-in with kind of a raggedy ace there. That one wasn't the best move on his part, but it did work out. That's the thing about poker. Sometimes you can do the wrong moves and win. Sometimes you can do the right moves and lose, just like in real life, you know? And I find that really comforting in like a strange Zen way, you know? Because I used to just always blame myself anytime something went wrong in life. And now I don't so much anymore. Now I try to consider all the factors. I consider how limited my information was. We're bluffing. Oh, he's calling with, he saved the ace that whole time instead of putting cashola in. My queen plus the 1 on the board makes a pair of queens. This guy loves trying to throw chips in. Oh, the blinds are increasing, which means the purchasing power of my blinds, my stack went down. He's going all in again. I'm gonna have to make the call. Good luck, me. Ooh, he's actually got a good hand this time. And nice. At least I was given a dignified death there. He gotta die with the triple aces on the flop. Dignity. All right, let's do another one. We are playing spin and go style games here on PokerStars today. These are like really hyper fast tournaments. They're over and done with in like 15 minutes or less if I screw up. So now we're going to raise. We're increasing the size of the bet. These are the blind bets that they had to put in before they even saw their cards. Let's go. And I keep trying to get my mouse highlighter to work today, but it's just been, let's try and bring it up on this monitor and see if it's gonna cooperate. No, see, look, when I click it, it just kind of freezes. It's like, I don't know what to do, bro. Weird. We'll raise this one. We'll kill my mouse highlighter because it's just being tweaky today. Tweaking. Tweak. Maybe I should do the thing where I make my mouse cursor just bigger. All right, we got these 7s still. They're not as valuable now with all the stuff that you see in front of you. See, he had a pair of 9s. That beat mine. So what you're seeing on my screen here is Incent. It's like a cryptocurrency token. It's for free. I can't guarantee you that it's like worth anything, but I can tell you that it's free. So, you know, Grab some incent if you're one of those like random crypto token collector people. I've had good luck so far collecting random crypto tokens, although I don't collect this one, I just give it out for free. I should check into it and top it off, because sometimes I run out. El Solado is from Russia, and Just Little 2 is from Belarus. Dun, 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 dun. We got the peaceful jazz in the background. Okay, so now we're in the blinds. He folded, so that means since I had the big blind, it just all went to me. That's called a walk. It's nice. It's a walk in a park. Dupe. We're giving up our interest in a lot of hands. You notice how much we're folding? It's because we want to save our chips for the good spots when we can. But more and more as the blinds go up, it gets harder and harder to wait for your choicest hands. Okay, we're in the big blind again. Let's see if he folds to us. He does. He's folding a lot. That's fabulous for me. And then he's going all in. I'd believe him, bro. He hasn't played very many hands. They should probably believe me too. I haven't been playing a lot this particular tournament. But you know how I go crazy with crazy hands sometimes. We have a queen and we have a jack offsuit. This is the type of hand poker players do like to play because it's 2 high cards. So we're going to call. We're matching in order to proceed in the hand. But if he bets, we'll need to fold on this. Flop. That's the flop. The community cards that come out. Now we gave this guy a walk. We're giving people walks. It's so kind of us. Whew, he all in. Good luck, broski. With our random ace, this guy had the pair though. That's called often a flip, although that one was way more in favor of the jacks because he had a 3 kicker, the other guy. Okay, so now we get to just check into this because he just called my big blind. We're going to check again. 8, 9, 10, jack. So now we have 2 different ways to complete a straight. We're going to call and then check. Now we have a pair of 2s. My 2s plus the 1 on the board. He's betting again. We're going to call and then we're going to just check on the river. If he bets, we do need to fold here because our straights did not come in. He's real excited. He's representing the jack. And now our blinds go up. I don't really want to die with that hand. We want to die with dignity if we gotta go. Gosh, these hands are terrible. Come on. Not dignified. I think I'm just going to have to go with this one. Nope, he's going to fold to me. That's nice. Okay, I got to go with this one. I gotta go with this one. Ooh, good luck. Hold. Yeah, that one was luck. That one was luck. Our pre-flop matchup was highly favoring his hand. If you're out there and you're wondering what hands match up with what hands pre-flop, I highly recommend downloading a tool called Equilab. It's free. And you can kind of look at the statistics of like what hand versus what hand and see what percentage of the time they win. It's just kind of interesting. Interesting to learn the math behind things. It's all math underlying and it's fabulous. We're eating some chips in. He's folding. Doop-a-doo-doo-doo. Do-do-ba-do-do. Yeet! This is suited connectors. The 8 and the 7 are next to each other in rank, and they're the same suit of diamonds this time. That's a hand we like to play. Okay, so he's going all in. We're gonna... Not quite, because it's not good enough to die with. Come on. What about 4s, though? We'll go for it with the 4s. Oh, blinds are going up again. I'm just barely hanging in there. Barely hanging in there. We got a call with our suited king. Good luck, us. Oh, hold. Woo! We're still alive, my friend. We're still alive. He's gonna do like a baby tiny raise. Fine, take it, my guy. Baby tiny raise guy. Ooh, he's all in. We still have 10. I don't wanna call it with this. Nay, nay, nay. We're gonna just call here so he can raise or call or check or fold. He decides to raise all in. Do 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 do. So now he can raise, call, or fold. He's giving it a think. He's trying to wait for the blinds to go up because he's scared of playing post flop. Oh, you big baby, come on. Play honest. Now he's sitting out though. Did he disconnect? How awful. Poor guy. Well, sometimes this happens in the spin and go style games. All right, now we're gonna just call and we're gonna bet on this paired board. This is a flop that we like to see. Ba 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 dee doo dee dee ba dee dow. We're waiting on him again. Now we just got to check into that one for free. Well, not for free. I had to pay the blind before I saw my cards. La 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 da 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 da. Blinds are going up again, just like he was hoping before. Here we go. Extra, extra, read all about it. Queen coming back with a brand new style. All right, we're calling with our threes. Good luck, threes versus an ace high. Woo! We win it! Yay! Okay, another one. Good morning, everyone. I am playing some quick tournaments so that I can demonstrate in poker what is the difference between betting, calling, raising, checking, and folding. Those are the moves in poker. I'm also talking about what kinds of hands poker players like to play. So follow along. If you want to grab out a Google of the hand rankings, grab those hand rankings so that you can follow along. You know what I should do? I should post the hand rankings on my channel. That would be brilliant. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? That would be smart. I should do that, like a hand rankings graphic in the about section. I'm gonna do that. Probably not today because today's crazy busy, but I will. So my 4 plus the 1 on the board makes a pair of 4s. We're betting. He's calling in order to proceed. They both called to proceed in the hand. Now I'm checking. I'm not putting any more in because when they called, they might be calling with this flush draw that did come complete at the end there. Complete on the turn, actually. Hey, hey, I've streamed 1 hour. I'm trying to stream a lot of streaming so that I can get prizes from Poker Stars. Oh, yeah. Boop, 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 a doop, boop, a doo, doop. Ooh, he's sitting out now. Maybe he got disconnected. That's never fun, friends. It's never fun to disconnect. Oh no. We're gonna yeet some chips at this guy though. Oh, he called with a random ace reg. Let's see if my 7s hold. They did. Yay, lucky me. I'm running good today. Running good. That run good, run good. Running good. That run good, run good. Seeing if this guy comes back, we kind of have to almost play like we are one-on-one. It's awkward. We're raising here, but I'm going to call that all in. Oh, they got their king. Womp, 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 womp. And another king, just to rub it in. Our friend is back, though. So, you know, we evened out the stacks. Everything's back. This guy has like a cool native name, it looks like almost. doo 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 ba doo. Shooba dooba dee dee ba dow dow. All right. He's sitting out again. What the heck? Oh, I gotta walk. That means I just got everybody folded to me in the big blind. He went all in. All right, I'm gonna fold this one, give up my interest in that hand. The big blind got everything. Okay, so this guy decided to min raise. This guy re-raised. So he raised first. He raised the big blind. This guy re-raised. That's also called a 3-bet because the first bet is the blind. Second bet is the first raise. 3-bet is the re-raise. So he's showing a sign of strength. He's saying, I like my hand. Yes. All right, we've got 2 players now. We're heads up. 1-on-1, mano y mano. Ooh, that was kind of a bluffy raise on my part. Should be carefuler with this particular guy. He's getting all aggro now. So when we're just heads up like this, we're playing a lot of our range by just calling. So my 2 plus the 1 on the board makes a pair of 2s. Yada, 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 yada. Okay. This guy can call, raise, or fold. All right, now we're going to just call. And then we're going to bet on this flop. Representing a king, I guess. Not that one. We're not calling that. Our friend is pretty aggressive. That means that he likes to play with a lot of raises. See, look, he re-raised me here. I'm not going to call with my offsuit king. That means king with another card that's a different suit. We're checking here. We're not putting any more chips in. And then king, jack, king, queen, jack, 10, 9 would be a straight. So we are going to bet my kingdom for a queen. All right, we have an ace here, but we're not going to go buck wild with it. We're just going to call. We are also going to call that. That was called an isolation raise. And then we're going to bet the flop. He's into it, my friends. I better watch out. I don't want to shovel any more in. Now we have a pair of 2s. He had 8s, 3-of-a-kind 8s that he decided not to bet anymore. So he could have gotten a lot more value from me a lot of the time. So sometimes making mistakes, not betting when you have value, can be just as bad as, you know, screwing up when you don't have anything. By like crazy wild bluffs like I sometimes do. So I'm calling. I'm just matching to proceed in the hand. My 3 plus the 1 on the board makes a pair of 3s. So I'm calling again. See the next card. Then we check. We don't put any more chips in. If he puts more in, I gotta fold because the 3s are not that valuable. Blinds are going up. And now my options are more limited. I'm going to want to go all in or fold a lot of hands. Yeet! Let's do this one. Good luck, me. Oh, he's got a better kicker, but I have a flush draw. Yay, the flush came in. Lucky me. So I'm still alive. He's going to still be going all in. And we've got a queen jack offsuit. We can go all in with that. We're yeeting some chips at him. He's going to be careful. We're calling with our ace jack. Oh, he caught a king. Oh, it was ups and downs. All right, I'm going to go grab some more beverages. I will be right back after these messages. I'll be right back. Sorry, dog. I'm gonna stomp on you. Hello, humans of Twitch. I'm even wearing like a Twitch face mask / neck who's it thing. It's got the Twitch glitch on it. And I am playing some poker games, and I am teaching the basic moves in poker, which are bet, raise, check, fold, re-raise, and more sort of complex moves like check raise. So here we are, we're playing some really quick poker tournaments so that I can demonstrate these kinds of moves and things that we got going on. Let's play another one. Let's do it, guys. Let's play it. I have some friends playing at the World Series of Poker right now. It is pretty cool. I'm excited for all my friends doing their cool stuff. All right, so this person just called the blind bet, the force bets that we had to do in order to start the game. And then he bet on this flop. These are the community cards that have come out. We got to match our cards with the community cards. We can use one of our cards, we can use both of our cards, or we can use none of our cards to try to make the best 5-card hand to win. Or we can bluff our faces off. Sometimes bluff our chip stacks off. Womp, 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 womp. It's okay. It's okay, though. 'Tis but a scratch. We can continue playing. Continue playing our game. Don't worry, my bankroll is still building, even if you see a few losses here and again. These spin and go games, you need to have what's called a bankroll if you're going to play them, or a budget. You know, I mean, I'm not going to lie and say that everybody has a bankroll. But what a bankroll is in poker is it's the amount of money that you set aside so that you're not going to lose your like rent money, you know? And so you're not going to gamble off the money. And for spin and go games, if you're a winning player, you're going to want to set aside at least 100 buy-ins. Yes. So right now I'm playing, oh look, he just limped. That's a fish alert. So he's just calling the big blind instead of raising to disguise the strength of his hand. Anyway, I'm playing the $5 games right now. So that means that I am playing with at least 500 bucks behind. So my king plus the one on the board makes a pair of kings. He's all in though, and my tiebreaker, if he has a king, is a 2. I don't love it. I do not. I don't love it. So I make a fold. That's right. We're gonna make the fold. We're gonna fold it up like you wouldn't believe. Now we're calling to see this flop. And we're checking. We're not putting any more chips in at this point. Our friend has bet, so we're going to fold. We're giving up our interest in the hand. We're dumping this hand. We're saying, it's not you, it's me. I've just got a lot going on in my life and I can't deal with you right now, hand. All right. It's an ace 4. What's an ace 4? Oh, it's for getting free chips. See, I was in the big blind, so that was the biggest bet at that point in the hand. So all the chips went to me when everyone else folded. Now I'm yeeting a bunch of chips in. I'm like, yeet, because I was up against just one other player. Now we're folding. We're not going to play that hand. These two are the blind bets. He called the blind just to proceed in the hand, and then he bet when the flop came out. Real quick, mind you. He's got a real flow going on. Now we've got a pair of 8s. We're going to be calling this all in. And what's he doing it with? 5s. Good luck me. I've got an overpair. It's pretty good odds. Yay! We win it. Lucky ducky me. I've been running pretty well today. Now this guy raised to disguise the strength of his hand, and then he called that guy's all in, and he did have a strong hand, didn't he? So he takes it down, and now we're heads up. When it says we are heads up, that means we are one-on-one, mano y mano. I'm raising to disguise the strength of this hand. If he re-raises, I would fold, though. My 7 plus the 1 on the board makes a pair of 7s. So I bet it. But we don't want to shovel our chips in with kind of a marginal hand. And when he leads out especially, we're going to fold. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. This time we're just going to call the big blind. Not a good strategic move when there's 3 people at the table here, but all right, my 3 plus the 1 on the board means I can call this. And now he can check or bet. He checks. So that means I have the option to check. So I also check. And we're going to check it down with our 3s. Yay, our 3s made it. He had like nothing. We're calling to proceed in the hand. My 9 plus 1 on the board makes a pair of 9s. My 2 plus 1 on the board makes a pair of 2s. So we have 2 pair, 9s and 2s. So we're going to bet this turn. He's going to run away. Run away. All right. I'm going to raise this one. And then he is going to lead out here. Queen, Jack, 10, blank, 8. My kingdom for a 9. I will call 1 here. But I'm going to fold here because he's given me terrible odds to continue in the hand. Which is a good job on his part. All right, now he has just called the big blind. We're going to check. We don't have to put any more in because we were the big blind. We're checking again. He can bet here and get a fold for me a lot of the time. He chooses not to, though. So we're going to bet a little stab on the end because of our kings. Yes. And then we're going to call again. And look, my 5 plus the 1 on the board makes a pair of 5s. So we're going to call that bet. He's checking now, so we 2 will check. And we're checking it down with our 5s. This time he did have something. He had a pair of 6s. All right, we're still doing our tiny little calls. And then we're going to bet. Yup. Now we're going to check. And we have nothing. We're going to bluff on the river. Bluff. Bluff. Okay, so he decided to raise. And I have a nice hand I'm going to call with to see the flop. Now notice ace, king, blank, jack, 10. My kingdom for a queen. Checking again. If he bets again. Oh, here came the queen. So we're going to make a small bet. He did check the turn. We're hoping that like 10 would call. Which it appears that it did. Now we're just calling the big blind, allowing him to see a flop for free. There's a paired board. We love to bet those. Because it's very unlikely our opponent has anything. Okay, so he's raising. Presumably to disguise the strength of his hand. We're calling. There's a paired board. This one's great for him to bet. he can bet it, and I'm going to have to fold a lot of the time. Take turns getting in these nice spots. Now I'm just going to call again, and I will call his raise. That's called an isolation raise. He increased the price. Now I have ace, deuce, 3, blank, 5, my kingdom for 4. Ooh, he goes all in on that turn card. Very excited about it. Okay, we're going to continue our strategy of doing that, what's called a limp, just calling pre-flop and then betting on the flop. It's kind of like treading water in poker, waiting for your good spot. So we're calling here, then we're checking. My 3 plus the 1 on the board makes a pair of 3s. Now it's 3 of a kind 3s. So we're going to bet out. He's not into it, my friends. I'm going to yeet some chips at this point. I haven't done that in a while. Get some free blinds. Well bought and paid for, really. All right. Again, we're going to just call. And then stab. This is the treading water bit. He called this time. Now let's reevaluate. Jack, 10, 9, blank, 7. My kingdom, 4 and 8. Notice how I'm betting on those draws even when I don't have it. It makes him have to fold when he just has kind of like a marginal pair. Okay, he's getting smaller, but we're not going to go crazy just yet. Whoop, he's gonna though. He's gonna go whoop whoop. All right, so now he did the limp. I have a hand that I kind of like here, so I'm going to raise it. This is called an isolation raise, increasing the price. And now we're going to do another one of those limps. And bet. Oh, when he calls, that means he could definitely have something. We're going to check. And now my 5 plus the 1 on the board makes a pair of 5s. Not good enough to call on the river. That's the river card. It's the final community card that comes out. All right, we got an ace 10. That's another yeetable hand. Let's yeet it. He calls this time with king 9. Oh, he caught his king. Oh, my goodness. It was some good luck on his part. Hey, my aces are here to save me from death this particular hand, potentially. Because I have a 100% chance now of winning. Lucky ducky me, I'm still in the game. Gonna yeet another good hand. He's calling. Good luck, me. Hang in there. Yeah. So far, so good. Got that run good, run good. Hey, another good starting hand. Yes. Hold, hold, queens, hold. Woo, we got a flush on the end. And you can see how easily things can just turn. Now we got a pair of kings. We like that. We're not going anywhere. Woot! 3 of a kind kings. We don't have to bet big to get him all in. Oh, he's gonna fold with just a couple behind. Yeah! Just have all the good luck. That's the way you win. Oh, that time he won. So he's not dead yet. Don't count him out. Yeet! Oh, good luck, me. Oh, he caught his 6, though. Womp, 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 womp. He's still alive, guys. Now we're equal stacked. It was real ups and downs there. The ups and downs in poker. All right. We're going to yeet again. He's calling with, ooh, he's got a pair of 8s. I like that. It's pretty good. He's got a pretty good chance of winning. He made it. It was up and down, and he made it in the end. That's okay. Let's boot up another one. Another one. Another one, my friends. Another one. Do 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 da 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 ba da ba dow. Okay, we got this king and this 7. We're gonna raise to increase the price of the blind bet. This dog looks a lot like my dog. And now my 7 plus the 1 on the board makes a pair of 7s. I'm choosing not to shovel more chips in, but I will call if he makes a reasonable sized bet, which he does. Now we're going to check. We have third pair now. If he bets again, I'm probably going to fold. But if he checks, we'll get to see a river for free. He did not. He did not. He did not do it, my friends. It is 11 a.m.-ish on a Tuesday here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Let me know what time it is where you are. Thanks for hanging out with me and keeping me company. Well, I'm teaching this beginner poker lesson. Today I'm teaching the difference between betting, raising, calling, checking, and folding. Major moves in poker and why you might want to make them. Whoo! That's a fold, friends. This one, also a fold. So he raised, he increased the size of the blind bet and managed to take it down when that friendo folded. All right, we are in the big blind and he raised us. We're going to yeet some chips back at him. We're re-raising all in. And we've got small blind versus big blind. So we've already paid a little bit. I'm going to just call the big blind. He can check, raise, or fold. I mean, it would be bad to call. He could also... So he's deciding to isolation raise me, which is a pretty good move a lot of the time when I'm going to limp or just call the big blind. Ba, 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 da, 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 da. This is supposed to be jazz, but it kind of sounds like French coffee shop music. Na, 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 na. All right, he waited too long. Okay, so now the blinds are going up, which means our chip stacks, the purchasing power of our chip stacks have gone down. This is how these tournaments move so quickly. I'm going to check because he just called. My 7 plus the 1 on the board makes a pair of 7s, so I can call his bet on this flop. Nice! Now I have 3 of a kind 7s. I am going to bet because we don't want that club flush to get there. Woo! And now we have a full house, 7s full of 6s. So I'm going to yeet my chips all in because my chips were about the same as the chip stack there. Yay! That's called a stack to pot ratio, which is something a little more advanced. We'll talk about that in a future lesson. Today is about beginners. It's about learning the different moves in poker. Yes. So my 6 plus the 1 on the board makes a pair of 6s. It's bottom pair. We're going to stab a bet though. Our friend can call, raise, or fold. He folds. He gave up his interest in that hand. And now, grabber 74. He decides to raise us here. We're going to just call. We're matching to proceed in the hand. Then we check. So this is where an ace low straight could be drawn to here. Ace, deuce, tray, 4, 5. My kingdom for 4. We're going to lead out on this turn. Got to be careful now that he's called, though. I'm just going to try and check it down with an ace high. Sometimes an ace high will win. Sometimes a king high will win. Anything less than that, you're definitely going to have to bluff your face off. So now we're just calling the big blind. Taking a look at the flop, potentially, if he's not going to isolation raise us. Here's the flop. We're going to bet it. This is the treading water of poker. Since he called, now we really gotta be more careful and potentially give up with this cruddy hand. If he checks here though, nope, he didn't. Might have bluffed. Might have bluffed. I love bluffing. Bluffing is fun. Alright, we're going to yeet some chips in at this guy. Yeet! He's not interested in it this time. Alright, we're going to just call. And if he isolation raises me, we'll call that. He didn't though. I'm going to check here because that's not a great flop for my range, the range of hands that I might be playing here. Plus, I have that sick ace high. I'm going to check. I'm going to just fold. Check fold those ones. Bum, 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 ba-dee, ba-dum, bum, bum. I'm going to raise this one because he tends to fold when I do the all-in. He folded when I just did a small reasonable raise. Okay, so he just called. He's signifying he has a weak hand, so we can yeet some chips at him. Yeet, yeet. Yeet, yeet. All right. He's going to give it a think and then fold. All right, we have a queen nine. Again, we're just limping, just calling the big blind. He's going to isolation raise us. We will call that. My 9 plus the 1 on the board makes top pair. We're going to bet a little bigger. And now we're going to yeet the rest of the chips in with our top pair. He's giving it a think. Don't be slow rolling me with a 5, my bro. Don't be slow rolling. Oh, I left myself 0.25 behind. That's silly. I tried to go all in. So he went all in with just a missed ace. That's not a great strategy, but it's definitely one that beginners do a lot. No, we're not calling with that just yet, my bro. What about this one? Yeet. Woo-hoo! Good luck us. Good luck us. Woo! We win it. We win it. Yeah, yo. Let's do another one. Another one. Another one. We're getting that dollar. And we're teaching a few beginners how to play poker. The most important moves in poker. Betting, raising, calling, checking, and folding. So let's take a look at how these moves play out. So this person raised the size of this blind bet. I called to see the hand here. See the flop. He bet on the flop. Now we have a king and a 9 offsuit. Not a grand hand. This person's being lots of crazy raise sizes, indicating that they're not quite sure how this game is played. We're going to raise from the button. Get a fold from those friendos. So he's raising again. I'm going to call in order to see the flop. My 3 plus the 1 on the board makes a pair of 3s. So we're going to call. Got 3 of a kind 3s now. He's not interested in it. I'm actually going to check because this person seems really bluffy. And I'm like, what up? Can you just bluff off your stack? She says, no. No, I will not. Okay, now we are in the blind. Small blind. I've already paid. That's the big blind. So that means I'm going to complete in the small blind. I'm just calling the big blind in order to see the first 3 community cards called the flop. He can check or he can raise. All right, so my king plus the 1 on the board makes a pair of kings. I put in a bet. He can call, raise, or fold. He decided to call or match it in order to proceed in the hand. I'm going to make a bigger bet here because he could definitely be doing that with a lot of draws, straight draws and flush draws. Now, 6, 7, 8 completed one of the draws. So I'm going to check, maybe call. See what he bets. I'm going to make the call with my top pair. Yep, he was doing it with a draw, but his draw didn't work out. This person raised all in, and this person called. They're doing some crazy. I'm going to color this person in pink. All right, now we're heads up. That means one-on-one. The same moves still apply. So this person called, so now I can check, not put any more chips in. And then check again. My 2 plus the 1 on the board makes a pair of 2s. This person likes to make a pot-sized bet. We check again. And we're going to see if we can check it down with our pair of 2s. We did, because they also had kind of just a pair. We're going to raise with our 9s. This is a paired board. These are really great for us to bet. And now we do have third pair there, though. And so I'm going to check here. A flush is completed. We're not going to want to jump into that. And the blinds go up, which means the purchasing power of our stacks has gone down. You'll notice that we have less displayed. Okay, so that person just called, which means I can check because I'm not facing a raise. We're going to check here. My 6 plus the 1 on the board made a pair of 6s. They seem not interested in this spade situation. So my pair of 6s just made it in. Okay, now I'm calling. They checked. And then they decided to lead out with a bet. Kind of saves me putting any more chips in. Saves me doing that. Again, we get to check. I'm checking again. And we give up. That means we fold, give up our interest in that hand. So now this is a paired board. These ones are great for us to bet. Unless he has a king or a 7, he's probably going to need to fold. Nah, I'm not going to call that one. Notice how he occasionally does do a raise. We're going to call here, but if he does isolation raise us, we would call again. There's one of those paired boards. You know we love to bet them. You know it. Now we've got a lot of 4s. Just got a whole mess of 4s. I don't really want to bluff this one. Give it to their ace high. Check this one. And notice how this kind of, this rhythm starts to come out where it's like limp, check. Here's the flop. Bet. I'm actually going to check this one, though. Because now we got a full house. Boom. They're going to fold it. See if we can get the rhythm going again. The treading water poker rhythm. So here's the treading water poker rhythm. Limp. Check. Flop. Bet. And then usually they fold. But sometimes they will call. Because 1 out of 3 times they actually have a pair. We're going to bluff this river. Do, 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 do. Pair or a draw, that is. All right. Can we get the rhythm going? Limp. Nope. He's going to break the rhythm. It's called getting out of line. Now limp. Check. Flop. Check. He didn't choose to bet there, so I'm going to lead out with a bet on the turn. They call. I'm going to go ahead and make another tiny bet on the river. See if I can get a 7 or... Alright, they're not into it. Now the blinds increase again, meaning the purchasing power of our chip stacks goes down again. Limp. Flop. Bet. Call. So now we have a pair of 4s. We're going to check and see if we can check it down. Yes, we can, to the river with our pair of 4s. This person loves to call flops. They just want to see more hands. They want to see more cards come out on the board. All right, we are at low enough big blinds that we're going to go ahead and yeet some chips. Oof! It's called a race. It's an over cards versus a pair, and my pair made it through. Now we have 9s. That's cool to play. We're going to call this all in. Woo! We're making it. We're doing it. We did it. Oh, we got a PokerStars Goofy chest to open. Oh, it's just my daily free bet. This is like a sports betting thing because this website also does casino sports betting. But I don't like betting on the sports ball, so I never ever use my free sports bet, but I still like to open it so it's not like a little red notification all the time. Looks like it's not going to open though. Come on, PokerStars. Come on. Come on, load the chest. We want to see the goofy animation. There we go. There's our $1 for betting on sports ball that I'm not going to use. Let's play some poker. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm gonna do, folks. Woo! Good luck, us! Booyah! That's our prize pool. That's what you win at the end. Tournament is starting. Good luck. Okay, so what's the first move we're going to see? These are the blind bets. Those are bets. They've been put in before we saw our cards. That person raised. They increased the size of the bet. I'm going to call, meaning matching, in order to proceed in the hand. My queen plus the one on the board makes a pair of queens. So when he bets, I call. Here comes a king. He bets really tiny, 1 into 9, which means I need to call 1 to win potentially 11. Those are great odds. And now we have 2 pair. He checks. I'm going to bet small. See if we can get like a 9 to call or something. He's not into it. He was JK. Now he's limping. He's just calling. And he's a fish, guys. It's a fish alert, a fish alert, a fish alert. A terrible that I, a terrible that I, a terrible that the terrible that the terrible that I. It's a fish alert, a fish alert, a fish alert. Woo! We love it when we see weak strategic plays. All right, this person raised. This person called, so I'm also going to call. And here's the flop. The first 3 community cards come on the board. I check. I don't put any more chips in. And now I'm going to fold. Give up my interest in the hand. Ba, 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 ba. Ooh, this person's doing the fishy stuff again. Yay. It's never good to just call the big blind 3-way when you are on the dealer button. That's that little white thing there. That's the dealer button. And it's a nice place to be. Don't waste it by using poor strategy. Always raise or fold from the button. If it's not good enough to raise, it's not good enough to play. I'm folding that one. So he bet. He called. Roberto is betting again. Gets called. This is his weak strategy. He checks on the river as well. My friend makes a bet. He calls this time. Friend had 3 of a kind, 8s, and beat whatever Roberto had. So now Roberto does the wimpy limpy again. So we're going to yeet some chips into the center. We're saying to the other person, I'll take it from here, dude. All right, we do have some suited connectors, but they're kind of low for this style of game. I might play them in another style of game, but this is a spin and go. They're a little too low for a spin and go. Little too low for a spin and go. That rhymes. We're going to wrap it. All right. So this person checks. That person checks. They're kind of letting luck take the wheel at the end there. Hey, we got a nice starting hand. Let's see what our opponents do. This person is the one limping now. This person raised. I'm going to go all in. We're going to go yeah, and we're going to tag this one fishy for doing the thing that I just said was a bad idea. Oh, they got their flush though. Lucky, lucky ducky. That's okay. I've been having good luck today too. We all get our turn, right? We all get our turn, just like in life. We all have our sun runs. That's when we're running good, when we're lucky. And we all have our downswings when we're unlucky. All right, I'll be right back. I need to use the washroom, and then we'll spin up some more games. Okay, be right back. Hi, Anchor Matsu. Yes, I am doing the Dare to Stream thing. And yes, I am in beautiful Canada. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. I am streaming poker for beginners today, as always. My stream is focused on beginner level content. And the first week of every month, I always do a from ground zero course in poker. Yesterday was the hand rankings. Anybody who's listening who missed that can catch my VOD. And today we're looking at the moves in poker. Betting, raising, calling, checking, and folding. All that good stuff. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I also like to type in chat because I do stream with a delay because, of course, I stream real money games and nobody likes to be stream sniped, yo. Even though it's kind of hard when I'm streaming Spin and Goes, you'd have to be really lucky to land at my table. Yes, but I'm playing some nice low-level games today and we're going to jump into it and talk about the different moves. If you are also doing Dare to Stream, this is going to be a little too basic for you, but for anybody out there who's listening, welcome. I'm here on Twitch to motivate and inspire gamers to try poker, the game of math, money, and mindset. And here we are at a Spin and Go game. These are really fast tournaments. They're over and done with in like 15 minutes or less if I screw up. And here we are talking about the moves that we have in poker. What you're seeing on the screen are the community cards that people try to match their hidden secret cards in order to make the best 5-card hand. This is the flop, the first tree, that's the turn, and here comes the river. As we can see, we are now heads up. That means we are playing one-on-one, mano a mano. The first move I'm going to make, you'll notice the blind bets have already been put in. I'm going to raise. I'm increasing the size of the blind bet. That person called to proceed in the hand. My 8 plus the 1 on the board makes a pair of 8s. So I make a bet. When they call, though, I got to be very cautious. Why? Because there's already a straight out there potentially. And yeah, I could draw to a straight, but I also had value there that I didn't want to shovel a whole bunch of money in with. We're giving up our interest in that particular hand. Nay, friends. Nay, we're not going to chase that. All right. Now, when we are just one person versus one person, we are playing a lot of hands. A lot. My 2 plus 1 on the board makes a pair of 2s. Somebody's emailing me, but I'll deal with it later. All right. This person decided to raise me. If I was playing like a cash game, I might re-raise them. But here I'm just calling. And we're checking here. This is kind of like a game of Go Fish. If he bets here, it's like, do you have a spade? He's saying he doesn't have a spade. Ace, deuce, blank, 4, 5. I'm going to make a tiny bet here because I don't want to invest any more in this straight draw if he's going to call, because then it's indicating that he has a spade. But if he doesn't have a spade, he'll want to fold even to this teeny tiny baby bet. Teeny tiny. He's giving it a think. He's giving it a serious think. He's like, really? He makes the call. Well, I'm going to give up then. I suspect he has like a really low spade. Like a 3 or something. Oh, nope. He had nothing. He had nothing. My goodness gracious. He likes to call, doesn't he? Well, in that case, I'm going to eat some chips at him. And then I'm also going to paint him pink. I see a calling station and I want to paint it pink. All right, we're going to check here. My 8 plus the 1 on the board makes a pair of 8s. So we're going to call or match to proceed in the hand. And then I'm going to check because I don't want to put any more in. I'm hoping to just get to see showdown at the end here with my pair of 8s. If he bets, I'll probably have to fold. He didn't bet! Yay! What is this filter? This is Snap Camera. It's made by the same people as made Snapchat. And I use a different filter every day just for funsies. I'm not actually wearing glasses. It's a filter. But I like them. It's pretty cool. All right, so we're going to call in order to proceed in the hand. But then we're going to check and see what our opponent does. If he bets, we're going to want to fold it. But now my king plus the 1 on the board makes a pair of kings. I'm going to bet. I love those animated emotes you got. Awesome. Gonna make a small bet here, so maybe a queen or a jack would even call. Not this guy. Not this time. All right, now we're just calling. We're matching the big blind in order to proceed in the hand. We get this flop. We're betting even though we got nothing. And it didn't quite work out, but now we have what? We have Jack blank 9-8-7. That's a straight draw, my friends, so we can continue betting. He calls though, so it's not as great. 6, 7, 8, 9, and it didn't come through. So now when he makes his bet, we're going to fold and give up our interest in the hand. Yeah, you should have seen me during Halloween time. I'd used like spooky filters every single day, and it was so much fun. Like there was one where I was just in a pool of blood, and that one was awesome. Okay, this guy can check or bet. He decides to check. Now we have our draw, ace, deuce, tray, 4, 5. My kingdom for a 4. We're going to make a big bet here on this turn, and he folds. And now we have a king and a 7. They're not the same suit. We're going to raise to disguise the strength of our hand. We could be raising with aces or 5-4 suited, you know? We're going to fold this one, though. All right, he's raising, and I can't call with that garbage. All right, let's go. Let's go. Here we go. We're doing a lot of just raise folds. And he's folding a lot, which is a pretty good sign when we are this deep stacked. It's a good sign for me. 3 queens. We 3 queens of Orientar. Folding to his little baby fake raise. All right, so he decided to raise, also disguising the strength of his hand. We can call to continue. Checking, not putting any more chips in. And folding this one. For those of you new to poker, you'll notice that when I'm first to act, I do a lot of checking. And that's really good because if you bet when you have something and you don't when you don't, then you're really playing 2 face up. 2 face up, meaning you're basically writing with a big Sharpie marker on the table what you have. Let's go for it! Good luck me! Good luck me! Woo! Thank you so much for the follow! Thank you! I appreciate it! Yay! That's awesome! Happy. Glad you could join me today and help keep me company. Oh, I'm tempted. I think I have to because it's just so short. We gotta do the call. Good luck me. Hold. Woo! We did it. Let's do another one. Are you ready? Are you psyched? Oh, I love all your animated emotes. I really need to get into that stuff. I'm so slow on the uptake to all the new fads, the newfangled fads here on the Twitchy Twitch. I'll get it though. Yeah. Okay, it's another game, another dollar. This person decided to just call the blind bet amount, so we're gonna check. We don't have to put any more chips in. And then this person can check or bet. Since they didn't bet, we can bet and represent that we have just something, like a 6 or a 7, even a cruddy king. Now that they've called, though, we have to be more careful. We don't want to shovel more chips in on this bluff just yet. We're going to check. And the ace comes on the river. Now we're going to bluff. Let's bluff. See if we can get a 7 to fold. Oh, no, we didn't. He had a king that whole time. What a guy. What's my average buy-in? Oh, you normally play 10s. I normally play $10 spin and goes. This guy's a fish. He's limping from the button. Remember that we always raise from the button. It's a fish alert, a fish alert, a fish alert. A terrible death to die, a terrible death to die, a terrible death, a terrible death, a terrible death to die. It's a fish alert, a fish alert, a fish alert. And I play cash games. When I'm playing cash, I play 50 NL. And when I'm playing spin and goes, grinding spin and goes off stream, I'm grinding the $10 spin and goes. But today I am playing the $5 spin and goes, just streaming over a game of cards, chit-chatting with friends, and of course, having fun. Now we're going to raise with our lovely aces. He didn't want to play. Alas and alack. So in spin and go style games, these pairs are super valuable. We're going to raise for value. Big hand, big pot, big hand, big pot. When you play small, you stay small. That's right, folks. Let's get it. Let's get that dollar. If you're out there and you want to learn how to play poker, you come to the right place. I am here every weekday streaming just for beginners, and today we're talking about the different moves you can make in poker. So I just called to match that raise to just proceed in the hand and see this flop. So we have 4, 5, 6, blank, 8, my kingdom for a 7. That's not a 7. If he bets again, he's probably not going to give me the good odds to call. And he didn't. He's smart. Smart. This time, at least. Yes. All right. Before that, thank you so much for the follow speed. Thanks so much. I love making new friends here on Twitch. I am an extrovert, so it has been hard times this pandemic for us extroverts. You're saving our lives by interacting with us on a daily. Thank you so much. And yes, create and tag clips for Dare to Stream that showcase my community engagement and creativity, because those are 2 of the judging criteria. I'm hoping I'm creative. We'll see. I mean, the fish alert is creative, isn't it? Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for the well wishes. I appreciate it. I also like to type in chat because for those of you who are not real money poker players on Twitch, you can get stream sniped, and it's no good when it's for real money. So I do have a bit of a delay on my stream. Most weeks, though, I have a thank you for my subscribers with no delay Thursday, where I stream for subscribers only with no delay. But that's not happening this week because I am doing beginner lessons from ground zero all week long. So all my streams this week are going to be free. They're all going to be aimed towards absolute beginners to the game. So here I am raising because I'm not scared to have just a little behind with these jacks. If somebody raises me, I'm happy to go all in with a pair. And here's the flop. We've got our 3rd jack. I'm not in a hurry to get it all in, but we can go ahead and just start throwing a little bit in there. I'm easily going to get all in by the river. Ain't nothing getting me to fold now. Do. Let's see what our friendos do. Should I do another wimpy bet? I mean, this is like the wimpiest I can go. I gotta go all in. No other bet size makes sense, you know? They would suspect something. Eagles! Woo, 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 woo! We got it. Thank you, friendo, for the call. So that means he matched my bet size. He's still got change, though, right? I didn't knock him out because my stack size was smaller than his. Hi, doggo. You're a good dog. I have a good dog. I got a new rescue dog, and he's freaking fabulous. Welcome. If you're new to my stream, I'm here to motivate and inspire gamers on Twitch to try poker, the game of math, money, and mindset. And today we're talking about the different moves in poker. This is a bet. We're putting out chips. We're demanding our opponent match or exceed that to get in this hand. He decides to go all in. We're folding, friends. No, no. No, no to that all in. We're folding here too. And let's see what the blinds do. He's all in at the other guy who has a very short stack, so it makes sense that he would go all in versus him. Alright. We've got a 5-6, but it's not suited. Let's see what our friend does. He should, since he has a small stack, really consider going all in or folding versus just one single opponent here, definitely. Yuck, we hate this hand. We're gonna run away. Run away! Good morning, everyone. It is about 11:30 a.m. my time here in beautiful British Columbia, Canada. Let me know what time it is where you are hanging out, watching some poker. Okay, so that's a fold. We gave up our interest. This guy called the big blind, so he only had to check. He gets to see a flop essentially for free. This guy makes his bet, which is great to do on this paired board. Why? Because if he didn't have a queen or a 3 or a pair in his hand or 2 hearts, it'd be the thing to do to fold. Yes, to be correct to fold. We're gonna raise this guy. This is a bluffy raise. See, and we get some folds. That's one reason why we like to raise or fold a lot in poker and avoid calling. I do have a calling range when I'm up against one person in these games, but definitely never when we're up against 2. No, it's way more beneficial to raise. So this guy raises me. I'm going to make the call with my random suited hand. Here's a paired board. This is good for him to bet because I got to fold a lot. When he doesn't bet, that means I can make the bet and have him fold if he doesn't have an ace or a 3. Oh, he's going to represent having an ace or a 3. Since he did raise, it's possible that he did have an ace. Oh, cool. A German. That's awesome. Welcome, welcome. There's a lot of Germans who play spin and goes. Are you one of them? Nice to meet you. I belong to a German poker study group called Herzdamen. I'm trying to pronounce it properly. Herzdamen? It's like Queen of Hearts or something? Yes, it's like a ladies poker study group, and they're all based in Germany. But they try to do English study sessions, which is nice. It's good. It's nice. All right, we're going to yeet some chips so we don't have many left and we can just kind of be up against one person. Yeeting our chips. All right, here we go. Let's do it again. Yeet. Oh, there we go. Let me move my closed captions so it's not like screwed up. There we go. Now it looks better. Yeet. My closed captions are here in case you need to do boring Zoom meetings, but actually watch Twitch. Yayo! You got a lucky run out. Now, here we are against just one person. So our options are to call, raise, or fold. We're just going to call with this, but we would also call if he makes a tiny raise like that. That's called an isolation raise. We're going to go for it. Yes! Herzdamen with Natalie, Sophie, and Mila. Oh, yay! Now you know. I love them. I love Herzdamen. It's just the best group. So awesome. A study group. I recommend it to all the ladies who go through the Poker Power program and then they're going to graduate. And I feel sorry for them because we're just like, goodbye, enjoy the world of poker. And I'm always like, you should totes join Herzdamen. It's such a good group. So awesome. All right, we're betting. My 6 plus the 1 on the board makes a pair of 6s. When he raises me, what is he raising with? Probably something better than bottom pair. We're going to let it go. Now he's letting me check into this one and see a flop for free. I'm so low, I'm below 10, so I am going to donk here because in spin and goes, sometimes that's a winning combination. Not today, though. Not this time. Woo! That's okay. Hey, hey, hey. We're limping here. And we have a monotone flop. That's what that's called when it's all the same suit. Then it's kind of like go fish. It's like, do you have a spade? Uh-oh, he has a spade. If he had folded, then I would say go fish. We're gonna check. And we're gonna have to bluff this river. Yeet! Nice. The bluff went through, y'all. Let's check into this one. So we have suited connectors here. That's one of the categories of hands that poker players like to play. My 5 plus the one on the board makes a pair of 5, so I'm going to call to continue in the hand. That means I'm matching the bet. And let's see if we can check it down with 5s. No, we cannot. Our friend is like, no. Negatory Kemosabe. And we're still doing the limps here. In these spin and go games, there's a lot of limp stab, limp stab, limp stab. This is the stab. Now we have our pair of 3s. Ba, 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 ba. We're checking it down with our pair of 3s. He's got 9, so gonna beat us. Gonna beat us. We never give up, though. All right, we have deuce, tray, blank, 5, 6. We're gonna yeet all in. Oh no, he made the call. Good luck, us. Oh well. Alas and alack. We'll do another one. Another one. Another one. Shooby-dooby-doo. Yeah. We've got time for about 1 or 2 more before I wind up today's stream, but I'm going to be streaming all week for absolute beginners, just the basics of poker, just beginner poker lessons, and I would love to see all the new players tomorrow as well. We're just going to call here. We're calling the big blind, which is half a big blind that we had to put in, and then we're going to stab or bet on this flop. Our friend can call, raise, or fold. He does make the call, so we're going to check here. We don't want to shovel any more chips in. If he bets, we're going to need to fold. Boop. It's no worries. We've got more up our sleeve. Let's raise from the button. We always, always, always three-way want to raise from the button to disguise the strength of our hands. If it's not good enough to raise, it's just not good enough to play, folks. And they're raising me. See, this is why a raise is so important. It really gets rid of all that crazy garbage in the big blind. I'm just going to raise this one. I could yeet the chips all in if I wanted. And if he re-raises me, that's exactly what I'd do. This is a paired board, so we can bet it. If he doesn't have like a 10, a 6, or a draw, he's got to fold. He does call, representing that he has something, or that he just never believes bets on paired boards. There's those two. And there's a king on the end. I'm going to just check it down with the ace high. Sometimes an ace high will win. Sometimes a king high will win. Anything less, you're going to have to bluff your face off. See, look, my ace high, it was good. It was good. It was fine. He was calling with nothing. Okay. Those good raises are getting that full fold. So now he's betting 2. We're going to raise it to 6. Do, 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 do. He's not into it with my queens. Woo. Okay, we're folding. We're giving up our interest in this hand. Now they can check or bet here. This guy decides to make a bet, making the other guy have to call, raise, or fold. Goodbye. Woo, we're folding this also, because if it's not good enough to raise, it's not good enough to play. That's right. Ay. I'm hoping that a female wins the Dare to Stream competition. Even if it's not me, I just want to throw my hat in the ring because I liked streaming and it was really good encouragement to do the streaming and keep working on building my audience of people who want to learn how to play poker. Okay, this person can check or bet. They bet, I'm gonna fold. It's the treading water phase of this tournament where we're just kind of doing similar moves. So here we are, we're raising to disguise the strength of this hand. This person calls, matches to proceed. And we can make a bet here or check. I'm actually going to probably check, probably fold. It's not a great flop for me. It's not. Now my jack plus the 1 on the board makes top pair, so we are going to lead out here and bet. Let's go! It's our delayed continuation bet. And they called. Let's bet real small, so maybe a 9 will call or something. 9 or 6. Oh, he's raising us. That's death. That's death, friends. We're going to let go. We're going to let go, my friendo. A lot of those river raises are not good to call when you're a beginner. When you're playing against fish, that means people who are not strong strategy people. It's good to fold on almost every river raise. The people who do river raise bluff are usually regs. They're usually kind of stronger players, let's say. So we're going to raise this, disguising the strength of our hand. It's kind of a bluffy raise. A friend here can call, re-raise, or fold. They make the call. All right. Another flop that I'm not like a huge fan of from this situation. Still don't love it. We're going to have to bluff the river here potentially, and it's going to be weird. It's going to be weird, but possible. Let's bluff it. Bluff! And we get a fold. Hooray! And here we are on the button again. We're getting kind of low, but we can still raise a lot of these offsuit aces in this particular kind of game. I wouldn't do it in a cash game necessarily. And we're going to bet here, but we got to be careful because this flop does hit Critty's range. Ooh, we're going to check this one. And we've got a flush, but it's so low. It's like a tiny flush. Ugh, we got a call, unfortunately. Oh, they had the nut flush. Nice one. Nice one. And we got the short stack here, but we're not counted out yet. Oh, no. Now they're going to min raise here. I got to consider what hands I'm going to go all in with, but there's not a whole lot from the small blind because we don't want to be against 2 people. We'd ideally want to be against 1 person when we do our all in move. All in. Because 2 people you can kind of think of as being like one bigger, stronger enemy unit. You don't want to fight it if you can help it, you know? You want to chillax, sit back, and wait for a spot if possible. However, blinds keep going up, making it harder to chillax. Okay, so this guy just called. This person raised all in. Whoo! Ugh, I hate this hand. I don't really want to die with this. I want to die with dignity, friends. Dignity. There, that's a hand to die with dignity. Let's call. So now, here we go. The run out happens, and whoever wins, wins. Yay, this time it's me. Hooray. Good going, me, and my luck. My luck is healthy today. All right, this person just called the big blind. Here's one of those paired flops. Great for somebody to bet on. This guy checked. That guy checked. Nobody wanted to bet on that paired board. Everybody's not interested in this hand. They're just like, let me out of this hand. Booyah. Hey, it's an ace-3 offsuit. Well, now we're gonna have to call. I'm not real happy about it though. Hey, hold. Woo! We did it. We lucked out. All right, now we got to go all in versus this person because they've got nothing. And we just let it run out. Cards fall where they may. Woo! I lucked out against them as well. Been running good today. Now we're 1-on-1. So I'm going to revert to a limping strategy a lot of the time. That means I can complete that small blind and then fold if I get those jams at me, those raise all ins. And I can check into this one for free. And I'm going to check again because I'm out of position. Let's take a look. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6. That means we're going to call here. Now we have a couple of draws. I'm going to check and see what our opponent bets. We're going to make another call. They got us strung along here. Oof. And now I'm just going to check fold because I don't want to go anything crazy there. I don't want to do it crazy. Might have been a good idea to raise the turn there. Would have been a good turn raise. Yes. So here's a draw to a wheel, which is ace, deuce, tray, 4, 5. So we're going to continue betting our wheel draw. And Critty gets, oh, Critty's doing the all-in on the turn. Tricky, tricky. So the blinds are going to increase now. We've got our king 7. That's a yeet. We've got queen 6. That's a yeet. Do, 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 do. Annoying our friend. Now we're checking into this one because it's just not a yeet. It's just not. King high flop. I'm not going to donk out, but I'm going to donk out, meaning just lead out or bet first on a lot of ace high flops that are very dry, especially. Dry meaning that there's no draws available. I'm still going to try these limp stabs here. It didn't work out this time. Not this time, friends. Woo! We got a fold. That's nice. This one's garbagey. I'm not going to play it. Waiting for a good hand now, but we're getting our luck revved up here. I'm going to have to yeet this one. I don't love it, though. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. That person doesn't like calling all-ins, thankfully. Nor do I with a garbage hand like that. We're going to yeet. Let's go, little twos. Strap on your helmets. We're going in. Oh. Critty, critty. Okay, so they raised all in. I think I have to call the... no, not quite. It's like so on the edge of what I would call. I don't know. This one's not. That one's firmly in the nope range. In the no square. It's in the no square. We gotta call this one, unfortunately. Good luck, us. It sucks that we both had 6s, because now they have the tiebreaker of the higher card. Woo! Alright, I think I can play one more game. And then we'll raid somebody who has like 0 to 1 viewers so that they'll be real impressed with 5 viewers. Real impressed. They'll be like, oh my god, this is the best day. Gotta make somebody's day, you know? Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Okay, so they raised. We're going to call, just matching to proceed in the hand. Then we're going to check. My 3 plus the 1 on the board makes a pair of 3s. So we call again. Then we're going to check. And they're not interested in it. Let's see if we can check it down with our pair of 3s. We can! Yes, we can! Boom! Peter KV is from Russia, and our other friend is from Croatia. I love playing on PokerStars because it's so international. You can just play people from all over the world, and it's so neat. It's cool. I like thinking about them and their different time zones, hanging out with me here over a game of cards. Maybe it's nighttime. Maybe it's cold where they are. Maybe it's warm. We're all just humans out there. When I had my babies, I had babies that would stay up at night as newborns often do. And I remember walking up and down in the hallway, patting my baby on the back and thinking about all the other humans out in the world who were doing the exact same thing I was. Walking and patting their baby on the back, trying to get it to sleep. Humanity is great, isn't it? Sometimes. All All right, here we are. We got a queen 10. We're going to raise it. We're increasing the size of the bet. We got a fold already. That's why we raise, folks. That's why we raise. This person just called, so we get to check, not put any more in. And we have a draw, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to call this tiny bit. Now we have a pair of 4s and a double-ended straight draw. But now, so might he, right? So we're going to give up. We don't want to chase it with our 4s. Ba-ba-da-da-da. Yay, jacks! We're going to raise them. Increasing the size of our bet. This time, it's a pretty value move. Nice! If he has an ace, we're super happy. So we're going to bet here. And hope that he has like an ace something. But nope, not this time. Not this time. We're going to raise this one too. We're disguising the strength of our hand. Our Russian friend made the call. Now we can bet here if he doesn't, because we can represent having a king, a queen, a 10, or a straight draw here. But if he calls, we got to be really careful. He makes his call. Now I got a pair of 5s. I'm sure he has better. But now we have 2 pair, which is nice. Okay, we're going to make the call. Woo! Our 2 pair held. How nice is that? Okay, Peter KV can call, raise, or fold. He decides to just call here. I'm considering just going ahead and raising him. This is called an isolation raise. It caused a fold. We don't mind that. And now we're small blind versus big blind. So we're going to, again, raise, kind of not hating fold. Now my 2 plus the 1 on the board makes a pair of 2s. We're going to bet. This is called a continuation bet. We're folding this one. That's a nope. That's a nope, dog. Yeah. Blinds are going up, which means the purchasing power of our stacks is going down. This person's all in. That person's all in. I got a call with my 10s. Let's go, folks. Person with the jacks is in good shape here. Ooh. Nice one. Now it's just the 2 of us. Mano a mano. I'm just going to call. Now I'm starting one of these limping strategies. Limping means just calling the big blind instead of raising. I'm still going to raise some hands, but I'm going to limp a lot of them. It's because I can't really wait around for all the hands I would raise with because, yes, the blinds are going up every 3 minutes. And also, yes, I'm paying blinds every single hand now because one person's the small blind, one person's the big blind, every single hand. So now, here's the flop, the community cards. I'm going to bet this because it's a paired board. It's unlikely he has a 9 or a 4, so he's going to have to fold a lot of the time here. Like that. How you like that? Now we just get to check. We don't have to put any more chips in. And I'm going to check again. This is a great one for him to bet. He chooses not to, but that doesn't mean I'm going to start crazy bluffing at this point. I can start crazy bluffing now. Now. Tiny bluff though, tiny bluff. It's not that crazy. Okay, another limping one. But if he had raised, I could have called easily with this hand. King, queen, jack, blank 9. It was a straight draw type of thing. So now he is limping at me. That means I can yeet some chips. Let's go. We're going to call here. Ooh. My closed caption is being a little extra right now, so let me try and adjust it a bit. There we go. All right, now I have top pair, my 10 plus a 1 on the board. It's top pair. We bet, we get a fold. Blinds are going up. It's going to affect him pretty greatly because now he's only got 8 big blinds left over. We're still going to do our limping. limp. He's going to go all in a lot now. That's okay. We're prepared for it. We are prepared. Do, 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 do. All right, we get to check into this one for free. We're going to check again. My 4 plus the 1 on the board makes a pair of 4s. That means we can call one. Hey, it's another 4. Going to check again. Maybe raise him here, though. Nope, he's not into it. But now we have a full house, which means I'm going to bet fairly big. Bum, 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 bum. He's not into it. All right, we are pretty low here. I'm going to limp this one, though. I'm not really wanting to go all in with this right now. This is what we call a super dry flop. There's no draws available except a really low one. Hey! A is for ace. All right, let's see. Let's jam this queen 7 all in. Let's go, Peter Keve. He's going to call. Ooh! Yeah, hold queen, hold. Queen for the win, queen for the win. We win it, queen for the win. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up with a raid. So stick with me because I want to raid somebody who has 0 to no viewers, so they will be absolutely amazed with 13 viewers. Thank you so much for coming today. I am doing absolute beginner streams for poker all week. So go ahead and touch that star, touch that heart down below so that you can turn on your notifications to know when I'm live. I would really love to teach you some poker. Tomorrow's another really ground zero poker lesson. Let's find somebody with just so few viewers. Here's one. This person has 1 viewer. Actually, let's do Miss Lady Lux. She has 2 viewers, but she's super cool. Raid Miss Lady Lux. All right, and here's the raid call. Please catch me tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, take it easy, my lemon squeezies.